everybody, welcome back to my walkthrough of Bloodborne. In today's episode number 10, we're going to be clearing pretty much the first half of Yahar'gul, the Unseen Village, but before we do that, we do have a quick little kind of side thing that we need to take care of. So again, if you're following from the last episode, in the last episode, episode number 9, we went to Bergenworth, cleared out the whole area, killed Rom the vacuous spider, and we topped up Eileen's side quest, kill the Bloody Crow of Canehurst, which opens up after you kill Rom. So again, now that we've killed Rom, we have another little side thing that we can do in Forbidden Woods. So this next area we're going to, you kind of have a choice to go there pretty much right as soon as you get to Forbidden Woods. You can go straight to this area, or you can go there after you kill Rom. Basically the reason why we're going after Rom is because basically once we get there, we're going to get 1/3 of the umbilical cord, which again is kind of just a story item. We need to use or consume 3 of them by the end of the playthrough to get the last ending, or to get the third, I guess, kind of secret ending. There are 4 different pieces that we can get throughout the playthrough. I will be showing you how to get all 4 of them. So far we've received 1, which was at the abandoned old workshop a few episodes ago. So basically once you get to Forbidden Woods, to get to we're basically going right back to Iosefka's clinic, which, if you remember correctly, was all the way at the very first episode of the playthrough. So we're going right back to Central Yarnum, essentially from here. So again, from Forbidden Woods, you cross that bridge that has the trap and the gunman. We're just going to walk pretty much the main path up until we get to the dog kennel. So just follow the path I'm going now. Sprint through everything. Go to the left here. Keep sprinting. I want to go down this path over here. Once you get about down here, maybe recharge your stamina. Keep running to the left. Keep running up. Again, stamina management kind of important here because we're just going to keep sprinting by everything. Once you get to the cages, you actually want to go left. There's another little secret, not really secret passage, but a hidden path here. And just keep running into this cave. You'll probably have a few dogs following you, so just turn around and deal with that. If we're lucky, we only have 1. Honestly, sometimes none of them follow. What the hell is this dog doing? Alright, sure, whatever, dude. Antidote. That's kind of funny, because I just realized the dog didn't die, because, anyways, you're gonna see. So, down here, actually wouldn't be a bad idea to equip some antidote, because this whole lake here is kind of like a poison lake. So I'm going to probably take care of this first giant here, just to show you guys kind of like their moveset and how difficult or easy it is to deal with them. But basically we just have a few items to pick up down here before we progress to the next area we actually want to go to. I really thought I dodged that. Guess not. These guys are very similar to the church giants that we fought in Cathedral Ward. Very, very similar. I'm having a real hard time. Honestly, it's because he's kind of hugging the cliff wall here, and I'm trying to get behind him, and he's not letting me do that. So I guess I'm going to have to be an asshole and do this the slow way. Alright. Sure. So again, this area is kind of a pain in the ass. This whole lake here, again, if you stand in it for too long, your poison bar will fill up, and then if it's filled up all the way, you're now getting slow poison. So again, antidotes will just kind of help you save up on some blood vials. So to the right, as soon as you enter the cave, there's going to be a Frenzy Cold Blood. Next thing you want to do is basically just sprint right by this guy. Don't go to the right because there's a bunch of little kind of worms on the ground that'll attack you. Pick up this item. And then you should be safe to enter here. If you're poisoned, again, once you're in here, just use an antidote so you can save up on blood vials. If you want, you can fight this guy. I might actually just ignore it. Again, there's just a few things we want to pick up over here. None of these items are super important. I'm just trying to show you everything that's available in the area. So right over here, in front of this kind of monolith, we have a gemstone. You want to keep going around this way. Another item, another gemstone. Over here, if you stick to the right, you should be able to get on top of this island, use an antidote, and then heal up. As you see, there's a lot of these little kind of blood worms on the ground. They're super annoying, and they're going to be everywhere in this next little crevice that we're going to try to go to. I also just remembered that that dog that fell off the holy shit cliff is not dead yet, so we might actually have to deal with the dog as well. But anyways, keep going down here. Once you get to this part, as you can see, they're all kind of blocking the area, so just swing or wait until they clear the area. And then heal up once you've picked up the item, and then just try to sprint your way back. Heal up here. Then you should be good. Just pretty much a straight shot right back to where we came from. Those little worms, if you want to try to deal with them a little bit more efficiently, are weak to fire, if I'm not mistaken. So fire paper would be a really good way to deal with them if you actually want to kill them. And anyways, and then up this giant ladder, up this big ass wooden ladder. By the way, not sure why it's a wooden ladder. I really don't see the logic in building a ladder of this stature out of wood. Doesn't seem very safe. But hey, man, the Yarnamites or whatever, I guess, don't give a fuck. And then up this ladder. Speaking of fire paper, I will equip one because we are going to fight a brain sucker in the next little spot. The ladders. Alright. And then if this looks kind of familiar, it's because it's the starting area of the game. As you can see, we just picked up a level 1 cold blood do, which I think gives you like 500 blood echoes. But yeah. So right over here, this is, again, might look familiar. This is literally the first area of the game. So we want to go over here and actually go to the right side. Again, down here, I need to remember. Hello? Alright, so over here there's a brain sucker. Unfortunately, he's not really set up in a position where you can sneak attack, so you do have to kind of fight this guy. Let's see what he does. Apparently nothing, which is great. Now we can just wail on him for free. One more item here, and then up the ladder. I just realized this ladder has a walking sound effect. Anyways, kind of a weird thing I just noticed. Like, it doesn't sound like you're going up a ladder, it sounds like you're just walking. Interesting. These crows over here. Some of them will actually drop beast blood pellets, which is odd, instead of pebbles. And then straight through this door over here. So the first thing we want to go is we want to go left. All the way to the left. Go through this doorway over here. Pick up I believe, a rune. Communion, I believe that is the level 3. So now you can carry, like, if you were to equip that rune, you could carry 23 blood vials instead of 20. And in this room over here is where we want to go, the main reason why we came over here. So if you decide to come here before the Rom fight, before you kill Rom, I believe this door will already be open, and there will actually be a Iosefka, I guess, impersonator in here. And basically you're going to have to fight her. It's very similar to any other hunter fight, you know, just a little bit more challenging than your average fight. I forget what the imposter drops when you kill them. I believe it's a rune, and I'm not exactly sure what rune it is, but long story short, if you come here after the Rom fight, again, I'm sure if you remember, after you kill Rom, you initiate another cutscene. The blood rune essentially drops, and again, it starts a new kind of chapter in Bloodborne. So now, I don't know if this is the impersonator or if this is the actual Iosefka. I believe it is the Iosefka, like the actual Iosefka, because she was experimenting on those little aliens and trying to figure out the secrets of the Great Ones. So long story short, if she's about to give birth to a Great One or something, I don't know. So we just put her out of her misery, and she's going to drop the 1/3 umbilical cord. So now we have 2 of them, 2 out of the 3. So again, like I said, if you come here before finding Rom, you can totally access this area again as soon as you show up to Forbidden Woods. I just waited because, one, I wanted the story item. And yeah, like I said, just be careful if you come here before Rom. You won't be able to get the umbilical cord, and also you're going to have a fight on your hands. And then all the way the other end of the hallway, opposite the doors we went through, is going to be the last little thing we need to pick up. Want to kill this little blue guy, and then right on the, I believe this is the exact bed we were laying on at the start of the game. It might be that other one, but we have the Canehurst summons, which we need to access Canehurst. That little blue guy drops the Iosefka's blood vial. I'm not sure if, I think in the last video we talked about blood of Ariana and blood of, what's it called? Ariana and Iosefka. I said in the last video that I think this might be kind of the same version of this item, but for Iosefka, but I'm almost thinking it's a different item, so you might even be able to get blood of Iosefka at the church. But again, you only have the choice of one of them, either blood of Iosefka or blood of Ariana. But anyways, we don't really need to do anything else over here, so we can go back to the dream. And then we can actually start exploring the next area. I know we unlocked the last area pretty much halfway through the last episode, and we still haven't went back there, but again, just bear with me, all things we need to do before we head over there. So, now we want to go to Yahar'gul, the Unseen Village, and get this thing started proper. Again, the first little part of Yahar'gul, we're going to have to find some Bell Maidens and kill them just to make the other enemies not only easier to kill, but actually make it so that they don't respawn infinitely. So as you'll see, well, we're going to kill these guys here, and then when we come back, they're going to be right back here. Just be careful, it's a group of 3 enemies, and then there's also a gunman over there on the right-hand side. Alright. And over here, we actually have another blood chunk, which is great. Our bloodstone chunk, we need that to upgrade our weapon to level 7, all the way up to level 9. Helm, watch out, there's a guy with a gun right here. As soon as you pick up the item, hide behind the pillar, or you could just wait behind the pillar, wait for him to shoot, and then grab the item after. Alright, that's it for here. Now we're gonna go up the stairs. As you see, once we get to the top of the stairs, right about here, you hear the bell, and then the enemies start respawning. Fantastic. So until we kill the Bell Maiden, these guys are basically just going to keep respawning. So yeah, very, very annoying. So as soon as we kill these guys, we're actually going to run right down those stairs. I just want to make sure this guy's dead. You don't really need to do this, because like I said, make sure you have a full stamina bar and just sprint. Literally just sprint. You might have to start zigzagging right about here, because there's 2 gunmen. If you get hit with the Molotov, don't worry, just keep holding the sprint button, you'll be fine. Heal up if you got hit. And the Bell Maiden is on top of this kind of, I don't know, elevated area. So once you kill her, all of the basic enemies in this vicinity, really, are going to be significantly weaker. And they will not respawn infinitely. Just watch out because there's quite a lot of them. And the reason why we sprinted by those stairs, obviously there was about 1,000 enemies, but there's also a amygdala right over here. This big ass snake will try to, or snake, this big ass spider, god thing, whatever, will try to kill you. So just make sure, don't stand in the middle of those stairs, because you will die. Just sprint by them. Okay, after we did all that, oh, real quick, back up where we killed the first Bell Maiden, through this door, and pick up a blood gem. Go right back down the stairs, through this doorway. Alright, so now you want to go down here. You can go down the stairs if you want, but that door is locked. Once you get here, again, just sprint all the way through. She's going to ring her bell. You basically just want to open this and just spam the dodge button, just in case you don't want to get hit by that. And then the other Bell Maiden is all the way over here. Once you kill her, again, all of these basic enemies in this area are going to be significantly weaker. Including that big ass guy over there. Okay, yeah. The hair rune, which I believe gives you more blood echoes for doing visceral attacks. Basically, if you kill an enemy with a visceral attack, you'll get more blood echoes. Do not go into this door to the left. There's a way better way to deal with the next area. Right through here. Free blood echoes. and then we want to open the door that was locked from the other side. So now you want to go up these stairs, and right over here I've noticed there's a little gap. Drop down, pick up our bolt paper, and so right down here, all of these enemies here. Again, these are more of those enemies that are going to spawn from the Bell Maiden. So if you're following my route, there's a few areas in the game where we've picked up blue elixirs. So you should have at least 3, and if not, like, I think you can buy them from the bath. But again, if you're following my route, I know you can pick up 3 in Forbidden Woods in a very common, not very, it's not a hidden area. You should be able to have at least 3. So what you're going to do is use your blue elixir, which is going to turn you invisible. And basically from now on, as long as we're not sprinting, so holding the circle button, we can basically just kind of sneak by most of these enemies. And we actually kind of want to hurry up a little bit and go up these stairs. Because this thing will expire in, I believe it's like 30 seconds or something. And then right over here, you want to slowly walk, drop down. We'll have a Frenzied Cold Blood to pick up. And then go straight for the Bell Maiden. Alright. So again, all of these guys are going to be significantly weaker. Okay, now you want to drop down here. This is actually a key to get to the upper cathedral ward, which again, many episodes ago, when we went to the old Healing Church workshop in cathedral ward on the top part. Anyways, we are going to be able to unlock that part now, which is kind of awesome. I don't think I can get this visual. Oh, I can. Just be careful, there's another gunman on the left hand side right over there, so if you decide to fight this ogre or whatever in this room, just be careful, because yeah, there's a guy with a Gatling gun right there. Okay, just to be sure, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, nothing back here. And in this chest over here, we're going to be picking up the Tiny Tonitrus, which is another arcane item that we will not be using. I don't remember exactly how much arcane you need to use it. But basically, it just does a electrical attack alongside the ground. So it's not a horrible thing if you use arcane. But again, over here, just run by, and we're basically just going to go right back up to where we dropped down from. All right, so that's where most of them were. Keep going up here. So now there's still going to be a significant amount of them. There's going to be a lot of them up here, but again, they're all pretty weak now since we killed the Bell Maiden. But there's like, I don't know, 7 or 8 of them up here, maybe even more. Again, just kind of draw them out. Over here in this corner, we have another Bloodstone chunk. And then as you can see, there's another 2 there, 3 there. There's quite a lot of enemies. Again, most of them will die to 2 to 3 hits, depending on how leveled you are at this point. That's another thing too, is like where we are in the game, we're not like over leveled by any point. Like if you guys are like, oh wow, things are dying a lot, really fast, you must be over leveled. I'm like, no, we're actually just playing the game fairly normally. We haven't really power leveled, we haven't really farmed. I brought you guys to the farming area, but it's not like we spent, hours farming there. But yeah, anyways. As you can see, once you reach a certain point, this amygdala will shoot a laser. Yes, that laser does a pretty good amount of damage, and it will kind of stun you in a sense that it will knock you up in the air, and you won't be able to move for a few seconds. So what I usually like to do is wait for it to use a laser attack, go back, wait a few seconds, and then just start sprinting. If you get hit by the Molotov, you should be fine. Stick to the right side of the stairs, and you should be able to make it. Now that we're down here, do not activate the lantern yet. Go to the left. There's going to be a scurrying beast that's going to drop bloodstone chunks. Don't be afraid of dying. Don't say like, oh, I need the lantern just in case I die. Don't worry about the lantern. There's no enemies here that can kill you. We want those bloodstone chunks. We want them right now because, again, we might as well go back to the dream now that we found the lantern. We can level up and upgrade our weapon to level 7. And honestly, believe it or not, we're pretty much done with this episode. I'm actually going to, since it's again kind of going on the shorter side, I'm going to deal with. There's a. I don't know if you guys remember when we went to the Hypogean jail a few episodes ago, where we unlocked the kind of late game area in the start of the game. Well, that's essentially where we're going back to. And at that point, I said that there's going to be a hunter fight. We're going to have to fight 3 hunters. Well, I'm going to take care of that now so that when we start the next episode, we don't have to deal with it. So before we go back, might as well level up. I think I might be able to squeeze in 2 levels here. Oh yeah, for sure. Again, we talked about soft caps. I'm getting my strength up to 30, maybe even sometimes 35, depending on how well this is getting, like, you know, how much levels we're able to get. And then I'll start probably dumping into, like, Blood Tinge or other things. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We want to go right back to now the Yahar'gul Chapel, which is the lantern that we just used. So yeah, like I said, again, there's going to be like a kind of a hunter gank coming up. We're going to have to fight 3 hunters at once. But of course, we can cheese them. I have a kind of convoluted way of cheesing them. But obviously, the most simple way is we're going to bring them back here, and we're essentially going to use this wall to fight them through the wall much more safely. But using again elixirs, the blue elixirs. Anyways, you'll see when we get there. So don't go down the stairs. Don't go down this way and down the stairs. You actually want to go over here. At least I prefer to go up here because there's 2 dogs and a gunman right below us. So as soon as you drop just R1, you'll do a drop attack, and then you can kill him. Pick the item up, and then if you want, you can do a drop attack here. I usually don't like to because sometimes, actually, I guess I'll see. Sometimes the dogs kind of worked well there. But sometimes the dogs will get up pretty much immediately and start attacking you. So by the your character is going to be still trying to get up, and the dogs are already out of the the attack, and they're already starting to attack you. Anyways, there's a Bell Maiden over here on the left, so you want to kill her. It'll make all of these guys again significantly weaker. And if you hurry up, you should actually be able to kill 1, 2, do a sneak attack or a backstab on this guy. And kind of clear the whole group relatively easily. 1 more hiding over here. Alright, and through these doors. If this looks familiar, because again, this was the Hypogean jail. So where we fought the 2, there was the 2 body snatchers, and we cheesed them using the staircase. So this is pretty much the same area, but just late game. As you can see, there's 1 hunter right there. There's another one all the way in the back. And there's another one underneath us in the staircase. So again, when you get to the top of the stairs, use your blue elixir. And again, just kind of jog your way over, down the stairs. Don't sprint. Jog your way down here. And you should be able to do a sneak attack on this guy. Oh, messed up the visceral, which is not great. Just beware once you're... Actually, you know what? Our blue elixir is going to run out. If you can kill that guy fast enough, go ahead. But again, as soon as your blood elixir, or honestly, probably as soon as you hit the backstab and the visceral, just run your way back up the stairs. And pretty much go right back where we just came from. All the way on top, just keep sprinting. Now hopefully only 2 of them are following. If all 3 are following, it might get a little trickier. But basically you just want to enter this room over here and kind of hug this wall. And there you go. Perfect. Now you can just do a extend your weapon and do a charge attack. Hit this guy through the wall. This isn't completely foolproof, depending on the AI. And sometimes again there's 2 of them. They might end up kind of entering the room, but most of the time their AIs are kind of bugged. Not really bugged, but they're just not very smart, and they just keep doing this. There you go. Just like that. So again, because there's 2 of them, some of them might kind of glitch, not glitch, but their character model is going to get pushed aside and they might end up actually entering the room. In that case, just fight them 1v1. Claw mark. That's actually the only important thing that drops from these three guys. If I'm not mistaken, that one specifically is that the 10% or the... Yeah, so it's the 10%. So if you equip the claw mark that we already have from killing Gilbert, then you'll have plus 30 visceral attack power. Oh, he's walking away. Alright, dude. I guess we bored him. Talking too much, I know. Sorry. So yeah, anyways, now you can just fight these guys pretty much normally. I say these, there's only one of them. The only reason why... Oh, shit. The only reason why... Well, not the only reason, but one of the main reasons why we do that is, again, it's a 3-on-1 hunter fight. It's not super fun to deal with. Got a little stubborn there. Not super fun to deal with, so if we can try to split them up and make it a little bit easier on us, we definitely will be doing that. And then run all your way back, and then you can kill the last one. The last one, depending on how far into the walk he is. Where is he? Well, he's all the way back at a starting point. Alright, so once you get down here, if you want to get a sneak attack on the start of the engagement, as soon as you hit the bottom of the stairs, use your blue elixir. And again, just walk your way over. Should be able to get behind him. Oh shit, never mind. Alright, I guess I'm full of shit. With this guy, you want to watch out for his church cannon, so his gun that he has on his back. And also, once he pulls out his spear... Jesus. That thing. Once he pulls out his spear, if he two-hands it, he's going to do a charge attack. That charge attack is going to do an insane amount of damage. So again, just be careful when he's one-handing. Be careful for his church cannon, which can probably one-shot you. I kind of forget, but I think it can one-shot you. And then if he's two-handing his spear there, just watch out for his charge attack. It's going to be a very delayed attack. But just be careful because it fucking hits like a truck. Let's see if we can actually... I'm surprised I didn't get the stun off the backstab there, but it's all good. And there you go, that's all three of them. Now, when you respawn back into this area, you won't have to deal with those three guys. If you want to, you could tell... So here's the thing. If you actually want to grab the items and progress through the area and actually play through the area, I definitely recommend killing all three enemies. If you don't have any interest in grabbing the items in this area, or at least this first half of this area, then you can go ahead and just sprint by all three of them and just keep going through that door and progress through the area normally. But I highly recommend you take them out just because it's going to be annoying every time you spawn in here. This is actually the route that we're going to be taking back to the boss fight in the next episode. So like I said, you really want to deal with them just because you don't want to have to be running away from all three of them every time you respawn into this area, essentially. But that's about it. Like I said, once they aggro onto you, that first part I did, by the way, with the sneak attack and the blue elixir, all that's completely optional. If you want, you could totally just walk down the stairs, and as soon as they start walking towards you, just bring them back into this room, and then just fight them through this wall like I did. And then again, if one of them ends up coming into the room, you should be safe to fight one of them one-on-one. The other one should be kind of stuck on the outside. I'm sure you noticed the other one even started walking away because we were too far, I guess. And anyways, but yeah, that's it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys on the next episode where we finish this area and we kill the one reborn, which is the next boss. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I see you in the next one. Peace, guys. Have a good day.